This 2025 NFL draft prospect might be one of the most dominant defensive players coming out of this draft. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Abdullah here, coming at you with another video for the channel. Back at it with the draft series. And today we are talking about Mike Green out of Marshall. Can't wait to talk about him. Man, he's a beast. Before I get into the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight to the video. So happy I'm doing these draft prospect series. Was on a little hiatus, but picking up, hopefully going to be picking it up. Mike Green is our standout edge rusher from Marshall University, emerging as a top prospect in this 2025 NFL draft, standing at 6'3", weighing at 251. Green's journey from a former wide receiver to a dominant defensive force exemplifies adaptability and growth. This guy's got quite the story. From the Virginia area, Williamsburg, Green began his collegiate career at the University of Virginia as a linebacker before transferring to Marshall, where he transformed into a premier pass rusher. His 2024 season was particularly remarkable, leading the FBS with 17 sacks. I'll say it one more time, 17 sacks, a Sun Belt Conference record, and earning accolades such as the Walter Camp First Team All-American and Sun Belt Player of the Year. His consistent performance included a tackle for loss in 12 of 13 games, with notable multi-sack games against teams like Virginia Tech, Appalachian State, and Coastal Carolina. I was actually in that game where Virginia Tech beat Marshall, and I didn't even know. But when I saw him have that performance, I'm like, it's got to be a guy that's should be talked about more. But again, Marshall, since it's a non-Power Five conference team in a non-Power Five conference. People don't like to talk about it, but I'm here to talk about Mike Green. Start with his strengths. Explosive first step. Green possesses a rapid initial burst, allowing him to quickly pressure opposing quarterbacks. Advanced pass rush techniques. He showcased a diverse array of moves, including a devastating cross, chop, and a fluid spin counter, keeping offensive linemen uncertain and on the defensive. Hand usage and leverage. His wrestling background contributes to his effective hand fighting skills and ability to maintain low pad level, enabling him to outmaneuver large blockers. His relentless motor. Green's persistent effort ensures he's always in pursuit, leading to covered sacks and disruptive plays. Guys, we need an edge rusher. I talked about Antoine Powell Ryland. I'm a Hokie, so I'm gonna be biased, but Mike Green's another guy that I would like. Right now, I think he's mocked in the mid round, first rounder, the late early second rounder. I think around that. This guy's a beast, and I think his draft stock is only going up. We desperately need an edge rusher. We lose Dante Fowler, he goes to the Cowboys. Crazy, but you sign back Clinton Farrell. Still have Dorrance Armstrong, but at the end of the day, those guys really don't they don't push anything. If you want to be a dominant defensive line, we need that guy that can set the edge. We need a guy that can go after opposing quarterbacks because we're playing against Jalen Hurts, who just won a Super Bowl. We're playing against Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward, we're going to see in a couple months. We're playing against Dak Prescott. Like, at the end of the day, we need a dominant edge rusher, and that's what wins you games. Obviously, offensively, we're going to score a lot of points with JD5, Debo Samuel, and Terry McLaurin, but we need someone to hold those or at least slow down or limit those opposing offenses. And I think Mike Green could be that guy. Again, we talk about draft projection. Green's elite pass rushing abilities position him as a potential late first round to second round pick in the upcoming draft. Teams in need of a dynamic edge rusher may overlook his size limitations, focusing instead on his proven production and athleticism. However, comprehensive evaluations, including interviews and background checks, will be crucial in determining his final draft position. I think we can talk about his weaknesses. I skipped over it, but like I said, size at 251 pounds, Green is considered undersized for an NFL defensive end, which may present challenges in anchoring against the run and handling powerful offensive tackles. Run defense, while effective in pass rush, he can be overpowered in run defense, and we desperately need to be able to stop the run. We weren't good at it last year, potentially limiting his role to passing situations initially. And character concerns. Green's transfer from Virginia to Marshall was influenced by off-the-field issues, raising potential red flags for NFL teams. I don't think it was anything serious. I think he kind of got he got thrown under the bus. I think he's generally a good guy from other reports saying that it was all tomfoolery, that reports were not true at all. So Mike Green, guys, again, the one of the most productive defensive players in Sun Belt history and setting the edge in Mike and Marshall. Again, in the Senior Bowl, he went off. I think he bulldozed over some tackle from Oregon, a top end tackle, I'm pretty sure. So just his stock is going up. Again, you talk about size, but and maybe you could say, oh, it was 1 year. He didn't really do much after that 1 year wonder, but that 1 year he showed out, and it wasn't against like teams that are not that good. You go against UNC, you go against Virginia Tech, like you're going against some good talent, and it's you can't expect all the superstars in the NFL to come from Power Five schools. There's there's some schools out there that legit produce NFL type of talent. Randy Moss was from Marshall. There's probably some other guys that are missing. I don't know much about Marshall, but Mike Green is definitely going to put Marshall on the map. And at pick 28, if the Commanders somewhat don't trade back, if they don't, I don't know. I'm assuming I'm 95, 90% sure they will. But if they stick to pick 28 and Mike Green is still there, even though I don't think he will be, but if he's somehow still there, Adam Pearce, you run to the podium, you put that pick in. I'm telling you, this guy has the potential to be one of the most dominant players defensively on the defensive side of the ball in this upcoming draft. This man is insane. Watch his tape and 17 sacks, bro, and leading in FBS. I get it, it's Marshall, but this dude is insane. In conclusion, his transition from offense to defense and subsequent rise as a sack leader highlights his adaptability and dedication. While there are concerns regarding his size and pass off the field issues, which I don't think is that much of a big deal, his on the field performance and relentless drive makes him an intriguing prospect for NFL teams seeking a disruptive pass rusher. We desperately need a pass rusher, an elite pass rusher, someone who's going to wreak havoc, strip sack late in the games, someone who's gonna set the tone early, set the edge. And if we can't, obviously, Antoine Paolino would be nice as well. But I mean, Mike Green is, I get they're the same size, but Mike Green, look at number, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. And that's why I think Mike Green would be perfect here in DC. What do you guys think? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you think he'll be there at pick 28? It's gonna suck if he goes to like a NFC East opponent. Hopefully, no, I don't think so. But let me know your guys' thoughts. He's a beast, bro. Nothing much said. Rooting for him, from Virginia, so you gotta support. I'm out. Head of the Commanders. Let's make it happen, man. Mike Green.